All right, let's move on to round 4.
Oh no, why are you walking forward still?
I'm looking at the barriers here, sorry. So look at this Ryan, he's so far forward that obviously this isn't a poke phase. He's getting focused. You saw he's about half health, so that's what prompts the barrier from Seagull. And then he steps forward himself to try and absorb some of that pressure and get his own energy.
Actually, I don't have as much energy, and he has no shield.
Yeah, so here's the misplay that Seagull's talking about. The moment, so if you're Reinhardt, when you get shielded in third person, like right here, if you're Reinhardt, you drop your shield, okay? What that does is your shield stops taking damage for 2 seconds. You're able to like swing or shoot fire strike or something, and you're giving your Zarya energy. So to hold your shield up while you have a bubble is just like, I don't know, I feel like it's a kind of a really novice mistake. I feel like really good Ryans will not hold their shield up when they have a bubble on them.
Oh no, why are you walking forward still? Actually, I don't have as much energy, and he has no shield.
Yeah, right, so you hear the consequence, right? Seagull has no energy, and Reinhardt has no shield. Look at him go for these tanks, right? He's going for the diva, he's going for the Zarya.
That literally came down to that moment that I was just talking about, where he walked forward slightly too far, and kept his shield up for an extra 4 seconds. That's 4 seconds you don't have regen on your shield, and there's like a natural rhythm to playing Reinhardt where you walk forward, and then you back up, and then you repeat. And that means our shield broke by the time we got to point, and that's why we all exploded.
Right, that's exactly what I just said.
For a second,
let me see where this second bubble was, by the way, before I... Right. Yeah, the Reinhardt, I don't know if you guys can hear it, the Reinhardt says in communication, my shield's at 0. And then this little speech we heard from Seagull explains why it's at 0. I'll just let it play again because he's explaining it perfectly. I don't really need to, repeat what he's saying.
He walked forward slightly too far and kept his shield up for an extra 4 seconds. That's 4 seconds you don't have regen on your shield, and there's like a natural rhythm to playing Reinhardt where you walk forward, and then you back up, and then you repeat. And that means our shield broke by the time we got to point, and that's why we all exploded.
Right, so the shield was gone by the time they got to point, so there's no cover. You're eliminating the whole reason you're playing Reinhardt if you just let your shield break before an actual fight happens.
I should have told him to back up, though.
And look, Seagull is a very nice guy, a very nice player. He's like, that's my bad, I should have told the Reinhardt to back up. So, props to Seagull for seeing what he can do to improve as a player, not just blaming the Reinhardt. I agree Reinhardt made a mistake, and Reinhardt probably feels that way too, but, we see from a high-level mindset like Seagull that he is taking responsibility on what he can do to improve that situation. So I know that's not Zarya related, just generally Overwatch related. Always look at what you can do to be a better player. That barrier was very premature. Where was this? Oh, the personal shield was for spam here.
And that means our shield broke by the time we got to point.
Right. He sees the rockets on his screen, uses the shield, gets energy, perfect.
I should have told him to back up, though.
So that shield there, I mean, maybe we'll hear Seagull mention it in the next second, though, but there was no actually visible spam on the screen when he shielded Ryan, so he gets, like, no value for that shield. He didn't get any energy for it. He has to walk back in with personal shield to get some more energy. But the thing, though, is since the Reinhardt hasn't been pushing forward, the blue team and the red team are engaged in this poke phase, right? Blue team's here, red team's here. So there is time to use those barriers to get energy, which is exactly what we see. He buried the Ryan, didn't get any value out of it, but that's okay because he has another barrier going into the next fight. I don't think you'll see Seagull use his barrier willy-nilly because he wants a fight to break out, and holy Jesus, McCree is going off, just killed 2 people.
This guy's owning. Holy crap, he just 2-shot 2 people.
Look, there it is. Again, he's going for the diva. Zarya wins diva. Zarya versus diva 1v1. Zarya wins every time unless you completely misplay as Zarya. Yeah, the McCree definitely carried that fight.
No, I'm only at 40. You should use it.
By the way, look at that communication. The Tracer saying, hey, is Graviton coming up soon? Right? Another teammate is asking about your Graviton, which prompts the Seagull to say, I'm only at 40%. Feel free to use your ultimate. Ultimate communication is just it's so easy to do, but so undervalued. I feel like I don't see it that much in either VODs or sometimes even in my own games. And sometimes it's even my fault because I'm focused on my own Zarya play and I'm not talking to the team, but it's so important, guys. Make sure you're communicating, as Zarya especially, make sure you're communicating your ultimate status. Again, personal shield for spam, pretty standard, but very good. Look, by the way, this is an important position to have as Zarya. Look at this position, right? He's playing on his side of the point, not playing too far forward, because look at the Rein. As Zarya, you have to play behind Rein. And so look, Rein isn't standing over here, so Seagull's not standing over there. Rein is standing in this little hallway, which is a bit dangerous, especially to getting booped, so Seagull is standing over here. But he's literally keeping eyes on as many allies as possible to toss a shield on whoever needs it at a moment's notice. Now, once his Rein sets up, I imagine he'll either set up behind his Rein or he'll still... Look, there was a shield onto Stanky there. I think he ate a rocket, yeah, so you see he's at half. One more direct rocket would kill him, hence which prompts the shield. Now again, it's like I've never played with Stanky, so it's hard to say. I mean, Stanky's like so good at dodging, but also maybe he's playing against like a top 500 Pharah, so it's pretty much a gamble of I could not do this shield because Stanky will be fine and dodge the rockets, but you're gambling with the fact that maybe the enemy Pharah is just good enough to nail Stanky with the rocket. So hard to say. So by the way, you see that Mercy beam? We can't do anything. Oh, now we can though. Oh, kill her, please kill her. Uh-oh.
Come on, Mercy still.
By the way, guys, did you see that? He grenaded the ground against the soldier and then instantly went for the beam tracking through the air. One of the best combos as Zarya. Grenade the ground as they're knocked in the air, shoot him. Right here. Grenade, knocks in the air, and then beam, 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 beam. Perfect.
Soldier's weak. He's a diva.
Man, his ammo management is insane. Maybe he constantly looks at this, but I think he just has a feel for his ammo. He's beam, 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 beam. He does a 9 ammo grenade. That's like the best value you can get, except for like a 1 ammo grenade.
Soldier's weak. He's a diva. Damn.
Oh, grab, do it. He catches 3. Oh, and the pulse spawn comes through. Okay, perfect. So here's why you grab right here. A, she res someone that can't escape Graviton, soldier, and B, resurrect is down, so the biggest counter to Graviton on the enemy team is dead, and C, either he knows Tracer hasn't used Pulse Bomb yet, maybe there was a scoreboard that popped up that I missed, but there's no front line, right? This is one of those other ways you can win a fight. Like I was saying in the Graviton guide, you kill the back line, and then the front line is stranded, and you just follow up and kill them. The sound barrier comes out, but he picks one target. Like he could be doing grenade damage against all these people, but he just wants to kill one person. So he just commits all his beam ammo, 80 energy about, to just killing Mercy because she's the only one that can actually fly away. I'm assuming that's why he picks her, because these two, they can't escape. But if someone like turns the corner over here, Mercy will just fly to them and get away. So he's committing all his ammo to just burn down the Mercy, and then, you know, I don't know how he knew Tracer still had bomb, but the bomb comes through, and again, and this also prompts to Tracer. She waited for the sound barrier to decay before she placed the bomb, which is just beautiful Tracer play. So many times, like, hey, when I Graviton, they're gonna sound barrier, and I want my Tracer to like delay her bomb so she gets full value out of it, but they'll just throw the bomb right on top of the sound barrier and you get nothing for it. But I mean, that sound barrier was completely negated by both the damage from Seagull and the damage from the Tracer. So that was a really good Tracer play.
Wait, what? This should be okay, right?
Oh, nice. Automatic falling.
I hope we don't get solo grab right now. I'll be so sad.
Good personal shield there, and fighting the fight for Zarya. It's a bit of a poke phase because we did just kill the diva, so the enemy team is not going to push in 6v5. So look, he's now picked up position behind his Reinhardt. I don't really think he ever goes in front of his Reinhardt, at least in this round. We haven't seen it much.
Oh, no.
He's just constantly behind Reinhardt, constantly behind Reinhardt, keeping eyes on his team, constantly behind Reinhardt. Oh, that was just a really good combo from them, though. There's nothing you can do about that. They used their sound barrier last fight versus the tac visor, and I think it's safe to say the red team was like, yo, they don't have a sound barrier, just get a grab wombo combo off and we'll win a team fight, which is exactly what happens, right? The blue team doesn't have a diva, they can't stop the rockets, they can't stop the graviton, so as long as as long as Zarya gets like 2 key people in the grab, they'll just win the fight that way.
Oh.
So, like, even if he still had shield, the shield is not going to save anybody. Again, also really good by the enemy Zarya to bubble her fair while she's comboing. Plus, she's getting damage boosted. Like, there's no way, there's no getting out of that.
Shit, they're gonna keep chasing me, I think.
Alt management, guys. Even the enemy team's alt management is just on point.
I'm gonna go ult off this guy.
Like, everyone's alt management in this game, and this round has been really good. Right? Graviton after Resurrect. Tracer Bomb after the sound barrier. Blue sound barrier is down, so you see the grab barrage combo come out. So if you're the blue team, you're like, okay, we're going to be coming up an ultimate soon, especially Graviton, probably Pulse Bomb. This next Graviton, if they could just win the round if they kill Mercy either in this grab, before, or after the grab. That's like the win condition for blue team right now.
I think he's got bomb grab again. I'm not sure. I should have a grab in 90. Or in 10.
They just used grab. They shouldn't have it.
Oh, okay. I didn't see him. My bad. I didn't see it. I'm just blind.
Mercy might have res though.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I didn't see Graviton. I was like, dude, you were staring right at it. Alright, the Mercy is the threat here. You guys saw did you see the little healing beam? She's sitting on top of Gazebo. That's where she's posted up. Uh-oh. Oh, really good shield there. Sound barrier comes out. Oh, here's the Mercy right here. But the thing is, the thing about this is she could fly to Pharah, but Pharah is dead, right? So if he tossed a grav like right here, I don't usually recommend using Graviton against walls because it gives the enemy team a surface where your team can't shoot from. But if there's no Reinhardt, this is a completely different story. Like if you use, like for example, if the red team had a Reinhardt and you used a grab right here, you know, Reinhardt gets sucked into it, there's like a big shield here and a wall. You know, what does your team shoot at? But since there is no Reinhardt and Pharah's dead, this Mercy has no one to fly to. She literally cannot escape this. The big thing here is that Pharah's dead. So if we shot a grab right here, Lucio will get sucked in, Diva will get sucked in, which would be a little unfortunate because she has defense matrix. That's honestly the biggest threat here. But we catch the Mercy, and we could still beam down the Mercy through defense matrix. Now, it looks like Lucio is in the midst of using sound barrier because Stanky used sound barrier. So after this sound barrier, I expect to see a Graviton.
We can break Diva.
Oh, the sound barrier and the resurrect are both down. This is huge. Uh-oh. Right, oh, so good. The red team screwed up. The red team should have known that a Graviton was coming up, and they should have saved at least one defense ult to stop the Graviton.
He actually broke my shield. I was hoping that he wouldn't knock me off.
Alright, now, I know I said a lot. Let's go back and look at the actual shields in that fight. So there was the shield to save himself from the stick.
We can break Diva.
He still has projected barrier. He's using beam, by the way, versus Diva because Diva would block grenades, so that's a really smart ammo decision there. And he just kind of tossed a projected barrier at the end after the fight was won. So, again, you know, I think the red team definitely messed up a bit using both defense alts when Zarya was on the field with a Graviton, and I'm sure they're feeling that. I'm sure on the red team they're like, damn it, we shouldn't have done that.
The problem is,
oh well, let's let Seagull talk. See what he says.
Have to like. The Diva's holding right click, so I have to go on the outside of point and hit it, so that way it pulls, like, I can actually get it off. But also the cool thing about doing grabs like that on pillars is that it pulls everyone on different sides of the pillar, or any object you do it on. So like, let's say they have Lucio ult, sometimes the people on the other side don't get Lucio ulted, so it's interesting.
Well, damn, I never considered that. I wonder if that like how much line of sight do you actually need to get Lucio out? I didn't think a pillar would stop it, but that would be that's interesting to see. Today I learned, guys. Today we learned. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button on the right hand side, and if you want to see more videos, check out these two on the left. Again, thank you so much for watching and have a good one.